Well, this will be a huge file. I have to use my cell phone. Forgot my GoPro. I haven't used the cell phone in a half minute. I'm at Sprague Brook, and I think I'm going to try and do this clockwise instead of counterclockwise. I always do it counterclockwise. I'm going to try and do it clockwise. That's going to be a bit of a adventure for me. I've never done it that direction. I'm also a bit sick. This is, I want to say, the 14th ride at Sprague Brook. 1-4. I can get my sun visor on here. Sorry for the high angle. When I lean over, it should get a bit better. I'll take one big drink of water before I go. Got a Propel waiting in the cab when I'm done. This brand spring water tastes awful. But that probably, I'm hoping it means it has a bunch of electrolytes in it. Yeah, I got some kind of sinus issue. Got my gloves on, got my helmet on. Alright, let's give this a go. I think I got my seat cranked up too high. We'll see how uncomfortable that is. Oh, it's actually kind of comfortable. I'll leave it. Oh, look at this. We got a cyclist and he's battling. Uh-oh. That feels weird. Oh well. Was it a good one? Good ride? Okay. I'm going to try clockwise. I've never done clockwise. Uh-oh. I don't like how my rear axle feels. The bearings might be shot. It's making a lot of noise when I free roll it. We'll see how it goes. As I always say, a lot of wind noise, sorry. Alright, there we go. I wish the whole trail was this easy. Oh, I'm looking at a nasty hill climb for quite a while. See how I fare here. Angle this up a bit more. Oh, this is going to be tough. I used to come roaring down this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I think I picked the wrong way to go. Oh, missed my turn. I had to turn around. I had to take a right back there. This goes back down to where I came from. See if I can turn around. Oh. Ew, doggy poo on the rock? Ooh, roti. Hi, dear. I ain't got no food for you. I don't know if you saw it on camera, but there were deer right in front of me. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, this is a hard climb, my dudes. Make sure I'm still recording. Yeah. See how long my phone will last? At these settings, HDR, 4K. I very well might run out of memory. Whew. Whew. Heartbeat. A nice steady uphill climb. Let's go, oxygen. Oh my God. Never ending. Gassed as ever I was. And it just keeps going uphill. Not too hot today, the weather. Mid 70s maybe, a little cooler. Too hot and sweaty to judge humidity. Oh, legs are spent already. Oh. Oh. Well, you out there at home just get the enjoyment of watching. Like I said, if you're sick of me breathing, I fully invite you to shut my voice off and turn on something peaceful and calming and just watch the footage. Is that what I would do? Whew. Still going uphill. I can't tighten up the nut to hold the phone nice and Gassed. What does that spell? Gassed. I'm sure some of you are aghast at how slow I am. I would be. No, I'm always genuinely impressed by anybody who wants to get out and put in the exercise. It's I was trying to adjust the camera. Had it really sideways. I was just trying to tighten the strap and it pulled the whole mount. Hey guys, having a good hike? Yeah. Oh. Climbing up this hill though, when you're gassed from that whole ride, let me tell you, it's not fun. Oh boy. All right. This is gonna be tough. The bike ride up to this point is no joke. Coming from the other way, these hills are so steep. All right, one more. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I think I might skip this next area. I'll take a left and ride the snowmobile trail, because the hill climb along the creek cliff is fun to go down, but not fun to go up. And since I always ride this trail from the other direction, I've never gone up it. And I'm gonna puss out, and I'm gonna take the walking trail back to where it meets up and avoid that insane uphill climb. I'm gonna test out. That's what we should call it. You know, as Betty White say that. They should refer to testicles as being soft, weak, and sensitive, because you barely give them a touch, and the owner of them is doubled over in pain. And then she goes on to say, see, vaginas, they should be the symbol for what's tough, not grow some balls. Should be get a vag. Because those vaginas, man, they take a pounding. Those are literally her words. So instead of puss out, I'll say test out. Oh, too easy. Went the wrong way. Little sippy sip. Water tastes so bad. I wonder what I'm gonna have for dinner. I've not decided. 20 minutes in. Hands already numb. All right, here we go. Oh, let me take a stop. Point at the map for a second. Ooh. So, we're here. And we started right here. We biked over to this trail, went down here, took this left, and did this. Instead of coming back down here, and biking up this, I just stayed up here. So now I'm veering off and I'm taking this right and going this way. And it's going to be this long loop. Approximately 7 miles total. So if I'm lucky, maybe I'm a mile, 2 in. This part of the trail is really rooty, and I almost only exclusively deal with it coming in the opposite direction, or the other direction. It's always in my head, the hill climb that I just did is way harder. Oh, fellow cyclist, you hanging in there?
Yeah, you.
Oh, hanging in there. You have a good one, sir. You're almost done. He's got a nice Fuji. I've never seen a Fuji that nice. I have an old, decrepit Fuji that I need to put out on the curb. It's an old 26er from early, mid 2000s. When I moved it over here when I moved from Fargo to New York, I left it on the back of my truck during the snowstorms because I moved during the winter. So I was driving all these snowstorms, all this ice and the salt on the road, and it totally destroyed that bike. Oh, how you doing? Oh, hanging in there, sir. Oh. You too. Yeah, I feel like the vast majority of people do this counterclockwise, and I typically do too. So hopefully I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. It's not typically what I want to do if I can avoid pissing people off. This gets so open in here. I feel like the original trail through that little section was lost. I can see it's like tent structures over there to the left. People camp here all summer. They camp way off in these campsites and they stay here all summer. And it's gotta be nice to have that kind of life. I wish. Maybe someday. Well, I might be forced to do it at some point. I mean, who knows where prices will go. Take the whole family and start living out of the truck and just go around to the southwestern states doing migrant work for money. Feeling really strong today. That hill climb was tough, but it wasn't impossible. Well, maybe I'm already misremembering it as being easier than it was. I was tired. My legs recovered quickly. They were pretty gassed. Not too much to talk about today. Kind of quiet. Got work tomorrow morning. Started getting sick. My face, sinuses, like Thursday night at work. My face started to hurt so bad from my sinuses, and I couldn't sleep the previous night because the oncoming sickness was were really not letting me breathe. So I just couldn't sleep very well. And so it was a combination of sick with pretty bad sinuses and exhausted because I just didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well last night either. Got to bed really late. Had fitful sleep. Oh yeah, it's time to get a CPAP machine maybe. I laugh about it, but you know what? If I remember right, I think I did do this. I know I did this counterclockwise at some point. Because there's an add-on coming up that I know I did counterclockwise. I remember it. It was the first time I'd done the add-on because it was kind of new. And it was only supposed to be like a mile or a mile and a half. And I felt like I was on it for way too long, and I started to wonder if I'd like left the trail and got lost or something. But no, I just kept following it, and eventually it popped out where it was supposed to. Wish I could give you guys, all kinds of ride feel language, like still one of my favorite content makers. He just got real sick. And that is a hardtail party. I love his content. I'm bummed. I'm bummed for him. His illness has just stopped him from making content. And it doesn't seem like it's going to go back to the way it was. But he has excellent language for describing ride feel. And I think the people that watch him have probably made really good decisions as far as what bike to purchase and ride. And he gives bike advice. He's got a whole Patreon. I highly recommend him if you haven't watched him. And I'm bummed that he's not capable of making the content he used to, because he's got health issues now. And it's just really sad for me. But anyways, yeah, my suggestion, go check out Hardtail Party. And he's a pretty great guy from what I've seen of the content he makes. Lives in Sedona, Arizona area. A beautiful landscape, along with excellent ride content. The scenery is beautiful. It really makes me desperate gives me a wanderlust to go see it. I've never seen that kind of scenery. That desert lake. Except for once when I was really young in the eastern side of Washington State. I had family that lived outside of Omak, Washington. We used to go visit them. And on that side of the Cascade Mountains, Washington is really arid. Really dry. The mountains in the background and off in the distance are spooky and mysterious. At least I always felt that way when I was a kid out there. And it's a feeling that I really haven't experienced since I've been an adult. So that's kind of too bad. Guys, if there's a hint to anything, don't let adulthood take away the mystery. That mysterious, slightly spooky feeling you get when you look at the mountains off in the distance. Hold on to that. That's a special feeling. A little frightening. a lot of expectancy, like, I wonder what's out there. I want to go see. Knowing the adventure would be a scary one, but a thrilling one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what the woods give me a little bit when I go hiking in new places all the time. What's out here? What's over here? You know, me and some friends went to Yellowstone and through Cody, Wyoming, and the surrounding hills as you drive down that highway just gives you that feeling of mystery. You know, what's out there? And it absolutely makes you believe for a second that all those spooky ghost stories of Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and skinwalkers, and they absolutely could be true out there. There's nobody can say one way or the other. So this is accidental. And I haven't ridden this in a long time. I usually skip it because by the time I reach here, coming from the opposite direction now, I skip it because I'm so gassed. Too tired to ride it. But for some reason, I'm not right now. I'm not too tired. Check the recording here when I get to a smooth spot. Still recording. Hope you guys are enjoying the ride. Shaking out my hands. Hope you get some semblance of entertainment out of my commentary. I'm sure there's a handful of you going, oh, God, I wish it would just shut up. Me too. I should just shut up and ride. Save my breath, I guess. How it feels like almost evening in here, and it's only like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Oh, cross the feeder creek here. Yeah, when I had family, I keep going on Eastern Washington. I'm desperate to see that place again. Maybe get that feeling again. Wish you could just, like win the lottery and just never have to work and just ride, video log the whole thing, get really nice recording equipment and a crew and just go mountain biking. And there's a lot of video logs and recordings of probably the vast majority of trails, bike parks and whatnot. And but to experience it yourself, is see, I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. It just turned out to be a tree stump, but it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. So I had this big pause as I was looking through the woods at what I thought I saw. Happens to me all the time. Your body is really, your brain especially, is really designed to make shapes out of that stuff, you know, humanoid-like shapes. There's a whole primal quandary about, you know, why human, not bear shapes, not lion shapes, but human shapes out of the corner of your eye. Like, what happened in our primal history? Or is it just that we know humans are the biggest threat? And so when we catch a human-shaped silhouette out of the corner of our eye, our brain turns stumps into human-shaped silhouettes. Or, you know, shadowy stumps. You take a look over there, it's just a stump. And it's in some shadow. But the corner of your eye, your brain was like, danger. You know? It's curious. I shouldn't say it's curious. There's no surprise. You know? Humans are the most dangerous creature on the planet, really. We persevere and dominate through anything else that threatens us. Almost, you know? Diseases of all kinds. AIDS, seemingly a disease that destroys your immune system and makes you susceptible to other viruses and sicknesses. We beat that. I mean, there's no cure, technically, but we have a chemical that prevents its spread. And after your blood tests absent of the, what are they called, the T cells, the antigens for it, for long enough, they consider you basically cured. But I guess you can never stop taking that medicine, but you don't have AIDS anymore. As long as you don't stop taking the medicine. Now our biggest threat is us. Guns, cars, war. It's no wonder our brain goes, man-shaped danger. There's so much effort to bike through this, going the opposite direction. And it's not until riding it the opposite direction that you realize that, now that I'm going the opposite direction, this is definitely downhill. And no wonder it's so tough going the other way, because it's uphill. But it's such a slight difference that you just know you're tired working it. And then this way I'm not as tired. Ooh, let's get a view of the creek and this cliff. Oh God. Alright, that's undercut. This could slough off and I could go down there. Look at that tree. If I could camp in this spot, I would. Right here, listen to that creek. Oh, it's beautiful. It's peaceful. Very quiet. But my friends from back in the Midwest didn't realize there was so much beautiful scenery out here in New York. Come out, guys. Come see Niagara Falls. I live like a half an hour from Niagara Falls. Western New York's no slouch. Let's see if I can get a nice upward angle here. At least this way I know I won't have to do those impossible hill climbs. I just get to ride down them now. That's pretty great. Although, there is one or two that are going to be pretty tough. Well, more than one or two. But there's one in particular I'm thinking about that's really going to be hard to climb from this direction. It's easy to go, well, even going down it from the opposite direction is really sketchy. Because it has like roots and erosion that cause like a stepping effect. So riding up those steps, you know, those steps that occurred from natural erosion is going to be difficult. I'll probably wind up walking depending upon how I feel when I get there. Oh, I'm gonna stop and just Alright. This cheap kit just doesn't get really any tighter. Oh, I don't like. Okay. Sorry, I keep having to adjust the camera up a little bit. Because there we go. Maybe that's even better, hopefully. Yeah, I would have had to on my GoPro. There's no way, I don't have enough memory. Well, maybe I do, but I don't have enough battery, that's for sure, to make this recording all at once. The GoPro just will go through too much battery too quick, but my phone, I left the truck at 100%. Let's see how it does. I'm supposedly, according to settings, recording at 4K HDR. The viewing aperture is just not as big as the GoPro, so I know the viewing angle's not going to be, the scenery's not going to be as good or as sharp. Stone Bridge. Love these ravines. I do gotta say, eat the right nutrition, drink enough water. Feeling pretty good energy-wise, like I feel like I got lots of energy. That being said, as soon as I start making these creek crossings of the main creek, I'm gonna be it might be a different story. Ooh, lots of mud there. Ugh. I forgot my GoPro. I would have tried to do it and I would have seen how much recording time I would have gotten in 1080p. Speaking of, I think we'll take a short stop right here and take a look at my battery life. Oh, 70% battery left. I don't have the menu. Like, there's so many things about the GoPro that are so nice. It's 3:30 right now, so, and it looks so dark in here, and I'm sure my phone is just gonna have really piss poor low light performance. So everything's gonna be get off me, mud. Big gloop of mud stuck to the back of my calf, and it wouldn't come off. Felt like it was stuck to me with a piece of tape or something. Yeah, I'm sure my phone's just gonna have terrible low light performance, and it'll look pretty awful, kind of blurry. All right, I'm just gonna need to get a 4K camera, put it on a gimbal and wear it as I ride, so it looks like you're watching Dark Knight Rises, like the beginning of Dark Knight Rises with that HDR Max camera. Yeah, that's kind of footage I want to make. Yeah, at least on the GoPro, I can see what the viewing angle looks like before I start recording, due to the Bluetooth connection to my phone. I love that. God, that's such a great, brilliant feature. Maybe if I upgrade to, maybe like a Google Pixel with a really nice camera, or I know iPhones have great cameras. My Samsung Galaxy S24. Oh, little ground squirrel. Big fly. Big horse fly in my eyeballs. Maybe if I upgrade to one of those phones, I'll get that great, nice wide aperture. This whole upper area seems a bit easier to bike from this direction than going the other direction. But you pay in advance for it. That crazy hill climb I had at the start. Both directions you get a crazy hill climb. It's not easy from any direction. God, I hope this is recording in HDR 4K. I think I put it on 60 frames too. This file is going to be so big, it's going to take 35 hours to upload from my phone. The last time I shot video in the same settings, it took all night. Seriously, like 7 or 8 hours to upload. I'm glad I came biking here. Hunter's Creek had to have been a mess. I went hiking at Hunter's Creek with my daughter, and it was a mess. When we went hiking, it was a damn mess. Muddy, wet. Like, some of the trails were almost active drainage creeks. So, damn muddy mess. And this is in pretty good shape. It's got some muddy areas, but it doesn't really get any better than it is right now. So this is a hill I can't climb up. Oh my God. And it's this part. Main Creek. Oh, stay up on the... All right. God, that was fun. I gotta stop for a sec, shake up my hands. There's the main creek, little old main creek. All right, numbness goes away a lot faster now. Oh, these gloves need to be washed. They stink. My sweatbands probably need to be washed again. Oh, here comes a shitty hill climb. This is a fun downhill. Oh, it's way steeper than it feels. It looks way steeper from the bottom than it feels coming down. Oh my gosh. Look how steep this is. Gotta climb all the way back up on top of the ridge. This is one of the hill climbs I said was going to be tough. There's another one just like it later. Ooh, doggy. The legs feel it now. Yeah, they do. Whew. Sorry, trying to take a drink of water. Oh. No, I like that gear. Back up. All right. Got another creek crossing. It's gonna look very similar to the one we just did. Oh, I can't do it. Almost. I'm gonna get past all these roots and rocks and get back on my bike. I think I could have made that, but I was in the wrong gear. Right? That's a good excuse. Oh, I totally could have done it, but I was in the wrong gear. The ditch. Somebody or something knocked down the trail, or the sign for the trail. Whew. Set of steps kind of stopped me dead. They smoothed out. The part that I said had eroded a bunch of big steps, they smoothed it out. So it was easier to climb up, but I still couldn't make it. It was where the part right where I had to jump off the bike and walk it. That was this hard climb with the eroded step feature. But it looks like they filled it back in, or they did some work to make it less sketchy. It's really easy. You think the trail goes this way, but it doesn't go this way. Maybe it used to, but they blocked it off. Oh, this has been a good ride. It is. I feel like it's easier to do this way than it is to do it the other way. Maybe I've been doing it the hard way the whole time. I don't know why. Feels more level / downhillish. Oh yeah, another creek crossing. Beautiful. Here comes another shitty hill climb. back to the top of the ridge. I'm gonna stop, and my hands are numb again. God, what a good ride. Loving it. That's the way I came. That hill came down. See how high I have to turn the camera up